Welcome back, gamers, to another episode of Mediocre Gamers, the only podcast with two fat guys who are marginally good at video games to talk about video games. It's original idea. I know. Be jealous. You want to be on it. Anyway, before we get into it, I have noticed these things on TikToks that's kind of annoying me, where someone does a video and I want to watch the original video, and then someone just duets it and they just do the
They just point at it.
nothing. Like, we get it. You have no personality, you have no sense of humor.
Yeah.
And then there'll be a third one, and then a fourth one. Like, I want to watch the video. I don't want to watch your stupid facial expressions of this, whatever the crap you're doing.
Yeah.
It's literally all videos are now that. And then I have to like go find the original to see what it's like, to see if I actually want to enjoy it. It's just stop it. You don't have a personality. You have nothing to gain. The only thing you're doing is just coattailing someone.
Yeah.
It bugs the shit out of me. It's like, I can't even like watch videos anymore because that's all it is on my feed.
It's the internet, man. That is
Oh my god,
the internet.
And then he's a 10. That it needs to stop. Like,
No, I love that.
The most
I love it.
The things are, oh, he's a 10, but
he's a 10, but
he makes his own bed every day. Oh, he's a 3. Like, shut up. I'm so tired. The only ones I like are the dog ones because it's funny about the dog.
Yeah.
It's getting played. Stop it. Like, people who jump on these trends like way too late.
But he's a 4, but listens to mediocre gamers.
Yeah, it's clearly an 88.
Yeah, exactly.
My god, I don't know. It just irritates me. Like, if he's a 10, you've seen the douchebags at the like at bars that are 10 with 0 personality and treat women like shit. Like, oh, he's a 3. Oh, bullshit. Like, someone actually like made a spreadsheet of every single thing like that women have said about men, and like, this is like, if you want to get a 10, this is what you need to be. I've died laughing at that.
Yeah.
But the other thing, like, I've always wondered, because I watch a lot of stuff like comedians and like these voice talkers or people reenact it. Do those people get like paid for people using their stuff? Like, I watch a lot of Jason Banks, and a lot of people are started using his, like doing like reenactments, or they get their dogs to do it. I'm always curious if like even like the famous comedians, like they take their bits from like their specials and use it. I didn't know. Do they actually get something from that?
I would assume it's possible they could get creator funds and stuff like that on it.
Right.
Just for the mere fact that they could consider it parody. It is in copyright. You can use some stuff as a parody. So it's possible.
I think didn't Weird Al have to always get permission from the artist to parody their song? Because I know he's talked about he did a couple and they flat out said you can't do it.
A lot of them do a lot. I think he more or less wants to stay out of the courtroom on some of that stuff, so he asks. I don't think he has to. I don't. Okay. It would save a lot of money just to get his his stuff figured out there. But yeah, to make sure. Oh, for some reason, JoJo's barking. Oh, I think Haley's home. So yeah, it's yeah, how fun.
I don't know. It's just like my entire For You page now is literally just, it's just irritating. And then I like, because if it's on it, it's obviously something I'm interested in. But like now it's like the entire screen is these stupid blocks of people not contributing to anything. Like, I don't care. At least like the one lady that pops up, like she reads the comments. There's like, that's a big thing now. It's like a lot of people just read the comments. Like, okay, I get it. Comments are funny. You're pointing out the funniest one. Probably the best one that I came across is the guy who's No More Part 2s, where he literally like stitches the video and then tells you what happens. You don't have to watch like 17 parts.
Yeah.
Or like there's TV shows now where they do like 2-minute clips or whatever. Like, oh god, it just irritates me. It's so stupid. So stupid.
All right. Well, on to the regular stuff. How's your week going?
Oh, it's going all right. I think a new Apex mode launched today, shotguns and snipers. So I'm kind of excited to try that out.
That's
literally snipers and shotguns.
So Mozambique and what else?
So it's the beak. I don't know if the stuff in the care packages are going to be ground loot or like be on the crafter, because you have the Kraber and then the Mastiff that are in care packages. So I think that might be able to be on the crafters. You can craft them, and instead of being their care package. But it's the Mozambique, the Eva 8, the Peacekeeper, the Mastiff, and then the Sentinel, Longbow, Kraber, Charge Rifle.
Okay,
That's the only guns.
that should be interesting.
It's fun. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting for sure. Because you're basically just gonna get in, like, these sniper fights, and then somehow decide to have, like, if you knock someone, just try to push quick and then go to your shotgun. Or I mean, there's guys that do like the sick, hip fire quick scopes with the weapons. I'm not that good enough to do that, but
Yeah, that's
it looks cool when I've watched people do it.
Hence mediocre gamers.
Yeah, exactly. That's 100%. But yeah,
so
that's pretty much all that's going on.
Yeah,
man.
I was able to get in a couple games this last week with Apex. It wasn't horrible. Still learning, still moving along that journey. Still hating Warzone. But that's about
I
all.
see that is they like nerfed every single gun. Like there was a huge update where they nerfed like all of like what the meta guns were.
So they say that, but it didn't. They just nerfed attachments on the guns, so it may jump a little bit more. Like the NZ and the Blixen are still phenomenal guns, and yeah, those are still the meta, I feel, and they're just staying there. It's just getting overplayed. I feel I don't like it anymore. So I can't wait for the new game to come out.
Speaking of, I don't know if you saw in Discord about Midnight Society, but the first like snapshot build is supposed to be shown on the 29th, and there's a form to fill out with your PC specs to kind of see how they should be building it.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
It's in there. So yeah, they got announced I think a couple days ago. Yeah, but the first peek of it, because it's basically more information. It's basically gonna be like Escape of Tarkov, but more vertical. Like there's
Yeah,
gonna be like skyscrapers and stuff like that.
yeah. That's from what I've heard. That is what it is. Yeah, just a vertical PvE. So there's not only just like in Tarkov there are enemies, but also other players. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to play it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm definitely excited to test it out, see what it's all about. Especially, with Modern Warfare 2 kind of have a game mode as well,
Yeah.
like that. Um, it seems like it's kind of being more popular. There's a couple other games I've seen people play. I think it's like it. That a couple other games that came out, like was it the Foundation or something?
Then
I
yeah,
don't remember.
and then Circle I think is another one of them also. But yeah, where it's a lot more loot and extract gameplay.
Yeah, which is pretty interesting. Like that they're coming in. It's been so like because it's been battle royale for past few years. Going back to PUBG and Fortnite, and then Call of Duty came out with Blackout, and that was huge. And then Warzone was kind of took over as king. Apex was kind of always been there, but that's seen a resurgence lately, just due to all of, like the issues with Warzone. And speaking of, have you heard about this No Apex August that they're trying to orchestrate? So there's this huge, I don't know if it's a huge, but like, there's supposed to be this movement August where no one's going to play until they fix all the problems. But
Well,
I don't
what
like
all problems?
the there's just bugs and glitches, and I don't know. I don't see the content creators and the other people stop playing that game for an entire month. I think it's just going to be a select few. And if less people are playing, hopefully they're not as sweaty and I can have fun, because I'm definitely going to play. I don't care. I don't mind the game.
Yeah. I'm having a good time with
I
it.
don't really see an issue. I think I've maybe got hacked or seen a hacker once, but like when I posted, like I think that guy was just a cracked Smurf account, which is another whole nother thing.
Yeah.
But I just don't really see that big issue. But I know there was a huge update to PUBG lately that just came out with a new map, and that's supposed to, I played that one time with you, and I'm like, this is stupid.
They have a whole new map. They introduced uh redeploys just like Call of Duty and
Yeah,
Apex, so you can fly to a different location and
pull your
it's
shoot multiple times
yeah.
now. Yeah,
So that's doing a pretty good job of trying to keep up to date. There's still a lot of people playing it.
yeah, I
It
don't
just
really
doesn't.
mind when
I
like
just
other games sample from other games because obviously that's what the players like. People like when Warzone introduced like the towers, like how Apex always had, be like, oh, this is Apex rip off. All games rip off from each other. I mean,
yeah.
that's just what
If
they do.
if they have a key
And
element, um that makes it more enjoyable, and they're like, yeah, that makes sense to do that. Let's just go ahead and add that in there. And none of it, if you think about it, all this shooter, first person shooter stuff stems from Doom and other games, Duke Nukem. So
oh yeah,
so
they take it and they add their own little spin to it, and
yeah,
it is what it is. But I don't mind it because I mean, if you can traverse the map better with that, great.
yeah,
And I think it's fantastic as long as they're pushing the game and giving you other options to play. More power to them, man.
exactly. That's the
But
way I
yeah,
see it.
so I don't know. Maybe I'll get. Uh, I still kind of want to check out Fortnite with the no build, but the third person, I've just never not that big a fan of it, especially in like a shooter. Um, that takes some getting used to, but I don't know. Maybe PUBG. I was never a big PUBG guy, but you know, it's free game. Might check it out, see what it is. If I'm, especially like on the weekends when most people I don't have anyone to play with for Apex. Maybe I'll just play. I don't. They have a solo mode, like solo queues.
For PUBG.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I gotta check that out. But I mean, other than that, I mean, yeah, just grinding away this season still and enjoying it. Still rocking Horizon. Got my 25th win, which is pretty exciting. And
Oh,
yeah,
with that
big
character.
time with that character. Yeah,
Nice, nice, nice.
got
Yeah,
my own special little badge and everything.
I don't know what I'm on with Valk right now. I think I'm at 4 or 5 wins with her. So I'm moving on up.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
Outstanding. So yeah, that's pretty much the game. I mean, I haven't really ventured out that much. I'm still mobile gaming
Yeah.
here and there.
One big thing that I do wanna say, because this affects both of us equally, is that Devonte Adams got a 99 on Madden.
Yeah, but so I was listening to Skip and Shannon on the way home for the VA today, and they're like, yeah, Skip's old, and he's like, these kids. There was this quote from Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase was 87 overall, and he was disappointed. He goes, I just got to put in the work and work harder, and like he couldn't comprehend how players today care so much about their Madden ratings. It didn't make sense to him or Shannon about it. But they're sitting here talking about what Pro Football Focus rates them. So like that's your guys' reference. Like that's what you go to for the ratings. But this is day and age. Like it's Madden. Everyone plays it. Almost half the world plays video games. Madden ratings, like the 99 Club, is an exclusive club, and people pride themselves on getting that.
Yep, I think he's the second player that got released this year. This year of with the 99 club. So,
I think he was the first. I think Adams
no,
was the first player.
there was another one. There was
Before him.
yeah, defensive. There was a defensive player that got it. Uh, he plays
It has to
for.
be Aaron Darnold.
No, it wasn't. It was. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I thought I saw the article that was he was the first player to get to 99, but maybe it was the first offensive player.
Yeah, because there was a
Speaking of
defensive.
the Raiders, they have the #1 revenue in ticket sales.
Trent Williams. Trent Williams was the other one. There we go.
Trent Williams.
Defensive edge rusher. Oh, he's he's an offensive lineman. Oh my god, I can't believe. Okay.
Yeah, like I think
he's the first offensive lineman to ever get the 99 overall.
And he was the first one released as 99?
Yep.
Okay. That's crazy. Like what blows my mind is Aaron Rodgers is at 99. The guys won back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah. Myles Garrett is also 99, which that makes sense.
Well, that guy's just a freaking nature.
Yeah. No,
speaking of that, so the Raiders have the best revenue ticket sales, but the alignment that people are proposed to like basically go by geographic now. Like I'm kind of digging those lineups, like those different divisions. Like the fact that Dallas Cowboys play in the NFC East just makes zero sense to me.
I think it's because I don't know if they have a contract with the NFL to stay in that same division, stay in the same division that they were originally, or something like that. Because we all know that the Cowboys are a different breed,
right? Because let's see, the expansion teams were in what 93, the Panthers and Jags, and then we got the Texans and the Browns to get it to 32. So they realigned it then. So that was like early 2000s, the last realignment when they went to 4-4-4-4. Because originally I think it was 3. I think there was 3 of them.
Yeah.
So it made sense then because Dallas didn't really have a place. So I think there was 5 teams in the NFC East.
Gotcha.
Because I think it was 15. Yeah, it was 15 and 15. So it was 5-5-5. Then they switched it to the 4-4s. So I think that's definitely something that they should maybe look at doing, is especially with Vegas, Oakland moving to Vegas now. I mean, because if you think about the geographical thing that they released, like Pittsburgh this season is not leaving the Eastern time zone, and Seattle's traveling like 35,000 miles or something.
And there are statistics that showing that people that when you go from East Coast to West or West Coast to East Coast, they are they score lower points on average, and they lose more. So there is something there that makes sense, but I just think that they should try to even out the travel a little bit, make it more even. Because I remember one year, Raiders played in Mexico and in England, London. Yeah,
I don't know. No, they played in Mexico. I don't think they would send them to 2 different spots. They played in Mexico against the Patriots. I remember that, and that was a home game.
Yeah. That was
the fact that they waste a home game on like these international just is so dumb. Like
they get paid. They get paid by the NFL to do that, though.
Right, but I mean, you have home field advantage for a reason. You get Vegas is like 3 points or whatever, but that's a neutral site. Don't call it a home game. It's a neutral site.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they're gonna do something like that, where like West Coast goes to East Coast, they should like have like a 3 or 4 game trip, and they just have them stay on the East Coast, play their game so they get acclimated to the time zone and all that stuff, and then fly back or whatever. The fact that like they go 1 week and the next, or the fact like some teams play Sunday, then they got to turn around and play on Thursday.
Yeah.
That's that's another like a huge, if you look at like the scoring and disadvantages, is like that quick turnaround as well.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think those changes will eventually be made, especially in scheduling, because I think the NFL is starting to get really big, and not just like it's way bigger than college football, way bigger than NBA, and I think it's only getting bigger. And with NFL Sunday Ticket now going to an app, they said possibly even this fall going to an app would be huge for NFL sales and NFL viewing. So I'm excited for it, because then I don't have to keep lying about my address to get it.
Well, not only that, like Amazon is gonna air games this year.
Yep. Amazon has been. on Thursday nights. They've had Thursday night games past 2 years, I believe.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, it's king. Like I'm really excited to see just how awful the NBA does in Christmas because there's gonna be 3 NFL games. Just
That was their day. That was
yeah,
their
that
day.
was Christmas Day. Like that's what the marquee matchups were.
Yeah, that's what
Lakers, whoever, like
yeah,
LeBron versus whoever is basically.
yeah.
Now
But
it's
that was I considered it like the unofficial kickoff of the NBA season. That's what I felt. It starts earlier than that, but that's when
yeah,
it's in full swing. People are
that's the big 3 games. That's when it's on the marquee matchups. People are at home. They just open their presents, spending time with their families. Let's turn on the NBA and watch some sports or whatever. And here comes the NFL. I think they're gonna get their ass kicked.
yeah, and they can't
It's
go to
not
New
gonna be
Year.
pretty.
They can't go to New Year's. They can't go to New Year's because that's college football. That's college football time.
Yeah.
So like NBA has to do something. NBA has to do something.
Right, because even look at like the average viewers, like that's like they're some of their biggest numbers, and like the hardcore NBA fans will probably watch it. Probably it's gonna be a sports bettor's dream is those games plus the NFL.
Yeah.
These degenerate gamblers are just gonna have a field day with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be great, man.
I think the lowest of the lowest watched NFL game was 3 times higher than the highest watched NBA game.
Oh yeah. NFL's king. It's gonna be king for the foreseeable future. And everyone's like, "Oh, NBA's." No, they're not.
No,
they're not even close.
No, they need to add a 5-pointer up in the other corner. They need to do something.
Go like NBA, like the MTV like jock jams or whatever. They had the 25-point basket they'd bring down above the other one. Yeah, let's just get crazy with it. But speaking of rule changes, I don't know if you watched the home run derby last night, but the All-Star game, if it goes into extra innings, they're having a home run derby to decide it.
No, I did not know that.
Yep. So if it's tied, each team gets to send 3 batters, and they get 3 swings. They'll alternate. So like the one goes up gets 3 swings, and the next, and then it will go to 3. Obviously, if it goes more, it'll probably go, keep going down the line. But it's like the shootout in soccer. Like what? Yeah. That's how I thought. That's how all extra innings. Screw the All-Star game.
Exactly.
All game. Like you want to shorten the game because that's the huge thing. Is baseball is way too long. If it goes to 9, once that 10th inning, home run derby. Let's just decide it now. Imagine like people are gonna stick around then because a lot of people try to leave early to beat traffic.
Yeah,
who's gonna pass up a home run?
No, I wouldn't. No, I would absolutely
regular
love
season.
That.
Let's do that. Postseason, okay, let's do the normal stuff. But regular season, dude, home run derby it. Let's stop this.
There's 161 or there's 162 games. That's just too many. Lower it. Lower it.
Well, yeah. I mean, they've been talking the COVID season was shorter and a lot of players like that. But it's just so much wear and tear. The travel, you're on road trips constantly, 9 games in a row or whatever. Yeah, especially you got games that go 16, 20 innings that go 5-6 hours. Games have gone so long they've had to postpone it to finish it the next day. Home run derby. Let's just boom. Let's just pull the Band-Aid off. If you can't get it done in 9, home run derby. Let's decide it. Let's move on.
Yeah, NFL is. I feel the same way. They do start out at the 40-yard line for kicks. And then just kick it.
Actually, I like what the USFL did. Instead of onside kicks, the 4th and 12. I think that would be fantastic. I really hope. That's what I like about the NFL is they're not worried about the competition because they're king. So they allow these other leagues to do stuff, and they take stuff. They took the XFL ideas way back in the day, with the cam that went down the middle.
Overhead cam, yeah.
Yeah, because it's basically a gimmick.
Sky cam. That's what it's called.
Yeah, sky cam. There you go. They're trying out new things to get excitement. So I really hope that they take some of these ideas, see if they work, or even try do preseason, in the preseason games, implement them, kind of see if it's something that would work or not.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, and I do think the rule changes definitely need to happen in the NFL regarding overtime, and I think it already has. I think
They
the rules,
did do it,
yeah,
for playoffs. Each team gets a possession.
yeah,
I mean,
which,
after like the Chiefs Bills and then the Chiefs Bengals, like if the Chiefs would have won and get on a walk off instead of Mahomes throwing that pick, dude, I think there would have been a revolution.
yeah,
But I mean, that happened the previous year with Mahomes and Brady when Brady beat them and they
yep,
lost a coin flip.
yep.
It's just that game was
It was
just so
it was one of the it
unbelievable.
was one of the best games I've ever seen, and
Oh,
it was
absolutely.
phenomenal. And I did feel cheated a little bit that the other team didn't get a go, and it just felt that way. Whether or not it is what it is, they had 4 quarters to score a touchdown, and they didn't. I understand that mindset also, that yes, this is just extra time. First person to do it gets it. That's it, and I understand that, but it
Right.
didn't feel right. It didn't sit right with me. But
Right. Absolutely.
all right, what TV shows, movies have you watched?
So this weekend I watched Resident Evil.
The whole thing.
Um the whole thing. I binged it all. I it's I don't like the two timeline in an episode. Like I like for the first like 3 or 4 episodes, I literally had no idea who this girl was because it starts out with the dad and these two girls moving to Raccoon City. And then all of a sudden it cuts to like this girl in a jumpsuit with actually it starts with the girl in a jumpsuit with like zombies chasing her and she blows them up.
Yep.
That's and then kind of like this goes back and forth. I don't know, is this the daughter? Is which daughter is this? I don't like it.
Yeah.
Overall, I thought it was it's Resident Evil. It was very, you know, Resident Evil like. I could see the potential there, but just I've never been a fan of the simultaneous storylines. If you that's what you wanted to show the first part of it, and then the next step later on, you transition to the later ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my take. That's how I feel. Maybe other people really liked how they do it. So you can not have to do that. You can get both at the same time. But it was confusing to me because it never knew which one I was looking at. Not to mention that fucking teenagers don't listen. None of this would have happened if those fucking girls would have listened to their fucking dad. Stupid kids.
Yep.
It's their fault.
Yep. No, I understand that completely.
Yeah, you understand it.
Yep. Yep.
Like, oh, I know betch. And then like, yeah, it's just stupid kids never listen. And then
Yeah.
what happens? Fucking they release zombies everywhere.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You know?
No.
Then what else?
Yeah, I watched
Did
the
I
first
watch?
episode or not of that, and it wasn't yeah, it is what it is. I have to watch it in my basement because it is super dark, so it's hard to watch upstairs. But I'll get on that. I think what I ended up going is seeing last weekend was Thor: Love and Thunder.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I've not seen it
you
yet.
haven't seen it? Oh my goodness,
No.
you need to get on it.
I've been having a lot of back and neck problems and I'm just sitting in a movie theater chair for 2, 3 hours just doesn't seem like it's gonna be that comfortable. So I'm just kind of waiting. I'm trying to work on got some massages in the chiropractor, but it's still pretty stiff after a while. So
Yeah,
I'm just like, this
but
I might have to. It sucks. It's probably the first Marvel movie that I'll watch on Disney Plus, other than like the COVID one.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, well, how was it?
I it was different than any other Marvel movie. It was very comedy forward.
Like Ragnarok.
Yeah, but it was Ragnarok, but turned up to 11. That
Okay.
was it. They doubled down on the comedy quite a bit. There, it it's hilarious. I laughed out loud quite a bit. So it was entertaining. The storyline was okay. I do feel
Right.
I do feel like they made
They tried too hard on some of the parts.
no.
Like that's what like kind of like the
I
thing was.
just
They
don't.
like they tried too hard to like be a comedy.
I don't think it was that. I don't like that they made Thor be a big dumb idiot. You know what I mean? I mean that's it's kind of in Ragnarok and in this, they kind of feel like they took the smart superhero and they kind of made him just like in a reluctant superhero idiot. He just happens to have powers, but he's clueless.
Yeah. So he's basically like kind of lost after Thanos and kind of trying to find his way since his home was destroyed, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I get that, like trying to find yourself after like you've worked for something for so long, then you finally did it. Like now what? I think everyone in life does that. You work at a job for a certain point and you get to like what you think is the pinnacle and then kind of like, okay, now what? Or like people who like train for like a marathon and they beat the marathon. Like other than that psychopath Bruce like, oh, I'm gonna do an ultra marathon. I'm gonna run across the ocean. For most people, like train for like something, and then like, okay, now what do I do?
Yeah. No,
Bruce, I love you if you're listening.
I get it. It's just it. I don't know. It feels gimmicky at that point. I feel a little bit. Yeah, but it was overall good. I give it a 4 out of 11 or 9 out of 11 squashes. So I don't know what that is. That's just a random.
How would you so in the
meter.
ranks of Thor specifics, rank them?
Oh my god. Ragnarok number 1.
Oh, absolutely.
I would, yeah.
Is it better than the original? Dark World's at the bottom. Is it better than the original, or are you putting Love and Thunder as 2?
I think I'm putting Love and Thunder as 2, just because Taika Waititi did the director. He crushed it. Like it's yeah. Like both of
my favorite thing that came about that is him asking Natalie Portman if she'd ever be interested in doing a Star Wars movie, and then her telling him she's been in 3, and he was like,
"Oh yeah, I forgot about those." No, that's what he said. He's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about those," which understandable, completely understandable.
I think a lot of people wish they forgot about him.
Yeah. So I love everything that he does. He has an interesting spin on all of it, and he doesn't take anything for granted. I think there was one interview he did. He's like, I didn't start doing this until I was like 35 or something like that. And he's like, some idiot gave me the reins to direct. it's like, and he just And so he puts out some
I
pretty solid content.
I finished The Boys.
Oh yeah,
they 100% went full Trump at the end. Like I didn't see it until I saw that Viking dude for that storm the Capitol building there.
Yeah,
and he came down, and there was that snowflake or whatever, and fucking lasered his head. I'm like, holy shit! They straight up did. This is America. This is the Republican Party that not as bad as people make them out to be, but the extreme ones are. And then I'm like, okay, I was 100% wrong. I did not see that. Like you pointed it out last podcast, I did not see that until 100%. There was that Viking dude, and then the dude with the snowflake shirt or whatever, and then it's blown his head off, and everybody cheering him. So
like, well, it's based off of that quote that he said. He's like, I could shoot somebody in the middle of Times Square and nobody would care. Like that's literally what Trump said, and that's kind of what they were basing that last scene off of. That in my mind, that's what they were doing. But
I can see that now.
Yeah,
I mean, especially with that, so I was like, huh.
Yeah. The whole season was very interesting in that it kind of like it was it was in the shadow. Like I could kind of tell. I follow politics a lot, and that's one of the things that I'm like, man, this is I see some of these things that they're doing here. I was
just hoping, like, I hate when stuff gets political because people are so passionate about it. And then like Dolly Parton said she never talks about it because she has fans that are on both, and she doesn't want to ostracize her fans. I hate when shows get too political. I just bought this stick to the stuff, but I think they're trying to show like, okay, this is what a modern day superhero would be. You
Yeah.
know,
Nope. And
most likely they're gonna care about their feelings, but at the same time, like, who's gonna stop me?
exactly. The other thing is I still haven't watched the rest of Stranger Things, so that is still on my list of things to do.
I never watched it all.
Yeah.
I watched the newest episode of Players, which I'm really enjoying. If you're a fan of American Vandal, it's the same people who did that. It's about the mockumentary of
Oh
this
yeah,
League
yeah.
of Legends thing.
I'm gonna have
It's
to do
real.
that.
It's it's entertaining. And then I just saw when I turned on Prime today that there is this show called One Up, and I think it's like an all girls like esports team, but it has Ruby Rose, and I
Hard
she is
pass.
just such a huh?
Hard
Yeah,
pass.
I want to watch it because it sounds like because like when I watch like I literally watch like the ALGs and it's all men like the fact that they're gonna focus on like I don't know if it's like a real thing or not, but like you don't see like women at like the top, like in a lot of the stuff, it's all men. And just see like the how they would take it. But I just cannot stand Ruby Rose. Like I tried to watch Batwoman on like CW shows that are the DC universe. I've loved them all. I got maybe 2 episodes into Batwoman. I'm like, Ruby Rose is so fucking god awful at acting that I can't watch this.
Yeah. And yeah, I couldn't. I did not like her in uh,
John
John Wick.
Wick.
Yeah, John Wick. It
She
was
didn't even
not
talk.
great.
She was terrible.
Yeah, it was. It just the acting was off. It just didn't. I feel like they're just like, oh, she's hot right now, so let's just throw her in here, and that's sometimes works, but also in this case, it does not work. So,
Did
in
you have you watched all of Miss Marvel? I
yes,
can't
watched
I
all of
cannot
it.
get into it.
Really, I enjoyed it.
It's too kiddie for me. I have 2 episodes. I'm like,
Yeah,
this is
that makes
just
sense.
dumb.
That makes sense. I mean, that's ultimately that's their target audience on that
Right.
is that, but it's very, it is it, very kiddie. Well, not it's young teen. We'll say.
Right. And like I've literally, bro, I've watched all of Vampire Diaries, the originals, Gossip Girl, like
Yeah,
Pretty Little Liars. Like I'm well versed in like preteen. They interest me. I don't know what it is. I just get sucked into this stupid thing, and I just enthralled with it.
yeah. It's me and Love
But
Island
I
right now.
cannot get through Miss Marvel. I've took me twice watching the first episode because I could not stay focused, and I was playing on my phone. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch. And I got the second one. I'm like, this is stupid. This is so dumb. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to power through to finish it, but
do it. It gets it's pretty good. There's a lot of interesting things with it, but we'll see how it all goes. I think with the way they're building it up, that her character is going to be bigger in the universe. So
well, I'm well aware of who she is, you know, because you know the mobile game I play, Marvel Strike Force, so I learned a lot of. I played the shit out of her this past event I had because she was needed. But I mean, I wish they'd do more of the Inhumans. Like I really like that the concept of the ABC show that they did, but that show just got stupid fast. That's Black Bolt from Doctor Strange Multiverse. He's like the king of the moon, and Miss Marvel is an Inhuman. There's like Crystal and some other people there as well, but it's just I don't know. It's a Marvel show that I'm just not interested in. That bothers me because I've loved basically every Marvel show other than Jessica Jones, which I've heard I need to give that another chance as well.
yeah, I would recommend it. Yeah, I didn't watch the last season of it, but it was pretty good.
I only watched the first one
Yeah.
of hers.
So
Speaking of, I just saw John Barenthal, who plays the Punisher. He's going to be in a Showtime show called The American Gigolo, which is like he's a gigolo and he goes to prison for murder. And then after 15 years, he gets let go, or he gets let out because he was exonerated because he didn't kill him. And then it's like he tries to find the real killer and like starts working again. And it has Rosie O'Donnell and a couple other people in it. But that's probably my favorite actor right now is him. So I'm really excited.
I'm really glad that finally. I'm
out.
really glad that that's finally coming to light. That because I don't know if you know this or not, but that's actually my life story. I signed it over.
Yeah, it was like a Burt Kreischer, Van Wilder situation.
Yeah. Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell's my mom in this.
She's a police detective.
Yeah. So whatever. Yeah,
I must have missed those 15 years where you're in prison.
Yeah,
I mean, I could have swore I saw you like every day. I mean, granted, I was overseas for 4 years, so maybe like the 15 years was a shortened period. When I came home on leave, they gave you special permission to leave the prison, which that all tracks.
Have you? Yeah.
It's like my buddy's coming back from the army. I need I need 2 weeks to leave from prison.
Yep. Never came back. They have yet to find me.
Just on the lamb with my face on public things, just mocking them.
Yeah, they have no idea.
That's why I gained all this weight so they wouldn't recognize me.
But on the next podcast, we're gonna Gray Man comes out this week. So
I'm pumped for that.
So I mean, there's gonna be so much sexiness on one screen, so that's gonna be. Yep, gonna wear sweatpants on that one.
There was rumors that Ryan Gosling might be joining the MCU as Ghost Rider. I don't know if Ronnie Bauman just posted that. Like, I didn't actually fact check him, but like he had a thing like about it. And plus, Ryan Gosling is Ken. He looks super weird. I don't know if you've seen the Barbie previews at all.
No, I haven't watched. I think it'll be hilarious, but either way.
Oh, 100%. But they've showed like stills, like they're literally like rollerblading around like Santa Monica or whatever, and these bright pink things.
I really hope what it is like they do like the Brady Bunch, where it's kind of like that, where they are all pink and bubbly and all that stuff, but everybody else is just normal, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on with this stuff?" Like that's what I. Like, are these people mentally ill? What is happening?
Like it goes to them and it pans out. People are like,
yeah, exactly. It's like, why are these people talking in 70s speak and wearing bell bottoms? Yeah.
The Brady Bunch.
Do you remember that?
Yes. Oh my god. Like the thing that bothers me, like whatever happened to their spouses? Like I've never addressed like they each had 3 kids and got together. Did their other 2 spouses die? Are they divorced? Did they just came together as a family and they instantly all clicked and got along with one bathroom for 8 people plus a maid?
I'm pretty sure all of our stuff is going to be stricken down because of you asked that question, sir. Those are questions that they don't want answered. So.
Oh man. I'm so sorry. Aren't they doing like a Wednesday Addams show?
Yes, with who is the main character of that? It is one of the girls. I forgot.
It's not Christina Ricci back. It's someone else, right?
Yeah.
Then there's another Netflix show coming out with like this Morbius or something who's travels like the.
I'm looking up Wednesday show. Who is it is with Tim Burton. He is doing that, but
and they announced more Game of Thrones. Jon Snow.
Oh, it's Jenna Ortega is Wednesday. Who's playing Wednesday? She was in the new Scream. She was in a couple other things. She was the teenager in Yes Day, and I think there was one other one. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, she's pretty popular.
The Sandman. That's what I was thinking of. That's also coming out in August. Did you ever watch Lock and Key?
No, never. Not once.
The third one coming out of that.
Lord of the Rings coming out in August also.
Ooh, that's going to be awesome. Cobra Kai's coming out in September finally.
Such a good show.
The Marilyn Monroe show I'm kind of excited to see that because I'm a big fan of Anna
NC,
Ardamus as well.
NC-17 stuff. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, is it really?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
No,
Yeah.
I just do like yeah, I just was a big fan. She's super attractive, and like her first role, she couldn't even speak English. Like literally learned her lines how to say in English for her role.
Mhm.
No idea what she was saying.
Yeah, it happens.
I just love, yeah, absolutely. Like, when you're beautiful, you get away with stuff. That's why you got out of prison all those times.
Yep.
Um, yeah. Other than that, I don't know what else I really haven't really watched much. I think there was another show that came out Friday that I binged. Oh, The Bear. I watched The Bear.
Oh, so did I. Yes. Watched all of that. I forgot about that.
Such a fantastic show, and John Barathol was in that.
Yeah. I think
for anyone who's worked in a restaurant,
yeah,
it's pretty accurate.
It's super accurate, but I think the way it was filmed and that all the characters, all right. So the first episode gave me so much anxiety. Like there was so much going on. It felt like everything was super fast paced. It was like it felt life or death right away, like instantly. And it was just like, oh my God, what is happening? And it just literally sucked me in, and things would happen the end of every episode. And I'd be like, okay, I have to watch this next one. So it was fantastic. Highly recommend watching it.
Oh yeah. Start to finish. Absolutely. Just phenomenally done. Great story. Like you get invested in these characters. You see them grow through, like there's 8 episodes and you see like personal growth in all of them. Whether it's the Tina learning from Sydney, like she teaches her how to cook, and eventually you see her coming like this kind of bitchy, like I know what I've worked here for everything, to like appreciating, learning, and she tries the food and the food's just good.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think
absolutely, just it's like FX is just putting out some bangers, man.
Yeah, and I think with the Tina Sydney stuff, it was very, very interesting because she was putting on that thing. She's like, and she would Sydney would do things that Tina didn't like, and she was very set. Tina was very set in her ways, and then you could see her start like tasting some of the foods that Sydney was making, and be like, oh crap, this is delicious. Maybe I should actually start listening. And then she goes to Richie, at one point, and it's like, I'm learning stuff. I'm actually having fun. I love this place. Let me have this. It's like, I can't lose this right now. And
right.
To me, that like, it felt good. Like she started dressing different in the kitchen. She started doing all these different things. And I thought it was very
transforming it to like way he wanted. And dude, it was absolutely great. Like I didn't jump on it. Like I'm like, and then I was like, all right, I got some time to kill. A couple people said it's pretty good. I'll check it out. And start to finish it, binged it.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
It was phenomenal. I can't wait for the next season. I'm almost positive this will win tons of awards. It's that good. It is the way it is done. Jeremy White.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Jeremy White killed it.
Everyone in it was just phenomenal too. Like in their roles, all complemented each other perfectly, dude. Like you had kind of every little, personality like all meshed together, but it's like this tight knit family that's gonna bicker, that's gonna fight, that's gonna be stressful.
Literally fight.
Stabbed in the ass.
Literally fight.
Yeah. Dude, it was great. It was absolutely amazing. It was a shocking surprise.
Yeah,
100%. But
yeah, I agree. 11 out of 11 squashes.
What the hell's this squash?
I don't know.
From?
I don't know. I'm just saying. That's what I'm going with. Like squashes, tomatoes, stars. What?
Like squash, like the Thanksgivings, or like the game squash, or like
yes,
in the gym doing squashes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a super transparent score.
Where's the scale of 11 come from?
I like 11.
Trying something new.
Yep, I like it. It does.
Is that your favorite number?
No, it's actually 36. But yeah,
it's such a weird number.
No, it's not. It's a fun.
36 is your favorite number?
Yeah, it's a fun number.
Why?
Because it's divisible by 3.
There are plenty of other numbers that are also visible by 3. Why not 33? Why not 39? Why not 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 57, 60?
No, I don't know.
I'd count by 3s all day.
Yeah, I did. Very good.
You seem more of a prime number kind of guy.
Nah. No. 36. 36 divided by 3 divided by 6.
12.
9. Yeah. There's so many things that it could divisible. It's great.
That's why.
Yeah.
Because you can divide it by 3, 6, and 9.
6, 9.
That's the most random reason.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not. I don't think it is. It's just a
you
number.
Don't think it is?
It's just a number, man. Why are you so offended by my favorite number?
Because there's usually like someone's favorite number has some sort of meaning to them. Like 17. I was born on the 17th. It's been my sports numbers forever, other than 8. I don't know. It just seems like a weird random number to be your favorite number and not have any meaning at all, other than it's dividable by 3.
3, 6, and 9. I don't understand what.
So why would your favorite number be 369 if that's what you're going for?
No, I'm just no, because it's
because it has to be 2 digits.
Yeah, because it has to be playable in the lottery.
Is that like on a bingo card? If I-36 comes up, do you just lose your mind?
Yeah, would it be G36?
Or N? Is it N? I think it's N, isn't it? Or is it
N?
I think it's 15s.
Oh, is it 15s?
Yeah, I think it's I think it's 15s.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I think it goes to 1. It goes to 75, right? Divided by 5. And
I don't know.
Or maybe it goes by 25s.
I'm only. Yeah, I don't know. I don't play bingo. I'm not 90 years old.
Yeah, N36.
Okay.
Yes. You have to be dying. Who cares if everyone plays bingo? That's like my favorite scratcher.
No, I don't play the lottery.
You don't buy. I want to strike you.
Yep, that's
What's your favorite scratcher to get?
I honestly don't get scratchers. I only buy Powerball tickets when it reaches really high. Which, by the way, it's like $530 million right now. So make sure you get one.
I can get you like 4 tanks of gas.
Yeah.
You know what Jake does that irritates me? Sorry to throw all this. He just scratches off the barcode and has him scan it to see if and then he scans it on his phone to see if he won. He doesn't even like play the games on it. He just scratches to see if he won.
I was stuck behind a guy doing that at Ivy the other day. It really made me mad. He was just standing there with his daughter, just scratching it off, handing it back. Scratching it off.
Oh no, he uses his phone at least because he's not a complete asshole.
No, this guy was a complete asshole.
Scratches it, then he this one. Is there money in this one? Is there money in this one?
This guy was the worst. But, all right. Well, I'm glad we got off on a tangent there about favorite numbers, and evidently mine embarrasses you. So
there's just no reason to it. If you gave me a reason, I wouldn't have cared. But it's dividable by 3. Is the
3, 6, and 9.
There's so many other numbers that are also divided by 3, 6, and 9. Because guess what? They're all divided by 3.
No, they are, but they become whole numbers, man. They're not.
I just can't right now. I honestly just can't. I'm gonna donate 36 fucking stars tonight to you when you stream.
Do it, I dare you.
Oh, don't you tease me.
I'm gonna set my minimum to 37.
Then you're not getting it. I said 36. You just cost yourself 1 cent, sir.
Oh no.
You're 36 cents.
No.
Oh my god.
All right.
I'm I think my brain's broke now. I don't think I have anything else to discuss. Was there anything that I had in this?
No, nothing we can't talk about next time. I don't think.
Yeah, the microtransactions of the BMW. That was it.
Oh yeah. Love microtransactions
Oh,
butt
man.
warmers.
So yeah, we'll save that for next time.
Yeah.
Well, comment below what's your favorite number and why. And I swear to God, if it's divisible by 3, I'm gonna be upset. You know what? My favorite number is 17 because it's not divisible by 3. How about that?
Yeah.
Or it is. Fuck it. Decimal points are real numbers.
That is how numbers work.
You know what? Why don't you go learn pi? All right, then come talk to me.
3.14. I don't know. I'm done at that point.
That's about how long you last in bed.
That's way too long. All right.
Anyways, appreciate you guys for listening. Sorry we got off topic. No, I'm not, because it happens, because this thing right here, my brain, it just thinks of random stuff and it comes out my mouth hole because there's no filter to say you shouldn't say these things. Get into a lot of trouble. But anyways, I thank you guys for listening. Drop your favorite number. And with the reason I'm honestly curious now. Let me know what your favorite number is and why. And what's your favorite scratcher game? You know, give us some feedback here for INF for my Patriot. INF Rebel. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace out.